A lease option investing with no money is one of the most popular techniques in the market today. That's right. Why? Because you can take advantage of it to purchase a property. You can also take advantage in selling a property. And that's why it's so popular and why I want to tell you a little bit about the lease option, because you can literally buy a property with no money. What is a lease option? Sounds very congruent. A lease, an option. What is it? Let's get into it. It is what it sounds like, two separate methods combined into one. That's right. So the lease is just like you renting an apartment. But the one caveat is that there is a little surprise at the end. You could actually pay rent, and when that option gets called in, you get to buy that property, which literally allows you to buy the property with no money down because all you're doing is paying rent. So if you're going to go and pay rent right now, why wouldn't you look at this option and take advantage of becoming a homeowner? So now let's dive into each one so we can really break it down. Let's look at lease. Bilateral agreement binding two parties contractually to perform specific action. One party agrees to pay money in exchange for access to that apartment, let's say, for example. Say you're buying a two-family and you do it a lease with an option to buy. You're leasing that second apartment, buying it, and not even having any expenses to maintain it while you essentially live and build equity. That's right. A lease option allows you to build equity. So now let's look at the option part. The option is what we were just talking about, that little surprise. It is the unilateral agreement binding the seller to selling a property to you exclusively for a predetermined price, but at a later date. That's right, a predetermined price at a later date. That means no deposit. Guys, hello? Why would you pay rent if you could take advantage of a lease option? Unless you're obligated to paying rent, or maybe you have a roommate so your rent's really cheap, but you have to look at a lease option and buying property today. So let's look at an example, because a picture will say 1,000 words, but I think this example will do the same thing. Your cash out. So let's look how it works. Let's say, for example, 1,100 times 3 for the first and last month lease payments. A security deposit equals $3,300 plus $1,500 for the lease option payment. So let's just say your total cash out is $4,800. So your cash in is the 1,200 times 3 for the first, last, and security deposit, which is $3,600. So guys, you see this, right? The difference between $4,800 and $3,600 makes you a homeowner. That's $1,200. I mean, seriously. Come on now. Lease with an option to buy and other techniques we could show you in the Modern Wealth Building Formula, and this is where you need to step up and take advantage of this. Hey guys, thank you again. If you haven't subscribed, click on the button below, YouTube channel, and check out my 11millionairesecrets.com, because that will lead you to the knowledge that you want to learn about other techniques that I show you in the Modern Wealth Building Formula in my book on how I syndicated a property $17 million with no money. This is just an option on the other side of this spectrum in residential that you should take advantage today and make it a great day.